Country music artists Carly Pearce and Michael Ray have officially called it quits after only 8 months of marriage. The I Hope You're Happy Now singer filed for divorce on Friday, June 19th, and they'd been together as a couple for more than 2 years. Shocking is an understatement. And if you had to just base their relationship on both their social media posts, it seemed like the two were madly in love, proving the point that social media really can just be life's highlight reel, often masking bigger issues laying just beneath its surface. I'm Addison Hager with Taste of Country, and yeah, we're just as blindsided as you are. It felt like just yesterday Michael was at the Taste of Country Music Festival in Hunter, New York, chatting to us about the wedding planning process and gushing over his then fiancée. People was the first to report the sad divorce news, quoting a source close to Pearce who says it was a difficult decision for the 30-year-old. Naturally, with the current coronavirus pandemic, you might go on and assume it was all the time in quarantine that did it in for the couple. But the source told people that just isn't the case here. Quote, "This hasn't been a quarantine realization. It was a last resort." Pearce and Ray first confirmed their relationship in June 2018 and became engaged at December, eventually marrying on October 6, 2019 in Nashville. The two have both always been pretty candid about their hot and heavy love for each other, Pearce admitting sliding into Ray's direct messages on social media to kick off their relationship, and that she was the first to say, "I love you." Back in February, Pearce did nothing but gush about her husband while in our studio, especially talking about how he showered her with gifts. During the coronavirus quarantine, they've split time between her family and his, with each spending solo time alone. Ray was often in Nashville working on a new album. Pearce told people that she also spent time with her family in Alabama during the quarantine. Normally sharing pictures of each other, fans started to question why they hadn't seen Ray in any of Pearce's recent photos and why her shiny rock on her left finger seemed to be, well, MIA. Pearce recently scored #1 with I Hope You're Happy Now, and nope, Ray wasn't there. Naturally, that spurred a mountain of comments questioning the singer's relationship with her hubby. Now you might be thinking, dang Addison, only 282 days of being married? That's gotta be the shortest country music marriage. What if I told you the shortest marriage actually only lasted 9 days? I promise, I'm not joking. In fact, we've rounded up 11 marriages that, let's just say, had a quick turnaround with how long the I do's lasted. Now brace yourself, some of these might shock you. We capped our list at 2 years, meaning stars who've made it at least that long won't be found here. This excused several country artists like Wynonna Judd, Willie Nelson, and Lori Morgan, who've had several spouses, with each lasting several years. First up is the quickie wedding of the 90s, one that left Nashville and Hollywood in shock when they split. Yep, you guessed it, Lyle Lovett and Julia Roberts clocking in at 639 days. Next up, we've got George Jones and Dorothy Bonvillian, who lasted a year. The current obvious, Michael Ray and Carly Pearce, sitting at 282 days. Oh man, who could forget Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth? The on and off again couple were married for 239 days. Gary Allen was married to his pinup model's second wife, Danette Day, for roughly 190 days. Clocking in at 128 days, Kenny Chesney and actress Renee Zellweger land as one of country music's most famous short marriages. Zellweger sought an annulment, and later both would admit they were just not prepared for marriage. Kid Rock and Pamela Anderson were married for 122 days. Bobby Gentry and casino magnate Bill Hara split after 120 days. Tammy Wynette's fourth husband was real estate developer Michael Tomlin, whom she wed on July 18, 1976, after just a few months of dating. And unfortunately, they said I do for a total of 44 days. Yeah, if you can't tell, the time span is shortening pretty quickly, and we've got 2 more for you. You keeping track of all of these over there? For the last 2, we've got the 12-day marriage of Jana Kramer and Jonathan Sheck. The two dated some time before marrying on July 4, 2010. Jana left 12 days into the marriage, but the announcement of their split came 35 days later. The divorce was finalized June 2011. And last on our list, we have Cher and Greg Allman, not even hitting double digits at just 9 days. Yes, we know this isn't a dedicated country star, but Allman certainly appeals to country fans. The pair wed just days after her divorce to Sonny Bono was finalized, but 9 days later, she filed for divorce. The problem was his drinking and heroin use, but he'd win her back, and then she'd win him back, and, well, he'd win her back again. Yeah, they were a roller coaster for about 3 years until finally separating for good in 1978. Woof! You still soaking all that info in? Because I sure am. And just to end on a little lighter note, because, although those marriages went kaput, that doesn't mean that we aren't still a sucker for the lovey-dovey love. So in that case, who's your favorite country couple? Leave it in the comments below. There's still a lot of country music couples going strong. I'm Addison Hager with Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, and as always, thanks for subscribing.